Hello and welcome back in this course, and we are here in our website, that is Franklin Restaurant, and we in the last video have created a form, that is the contact form. What we are going to do using this form, we will send the here the customer will type his name, then his email, then he will type his message here, and he will having the option to subscribe for the letters or not. There is option there, and when he click on this button, that is send message button, so this whole message will be sent to the Franklin email ID as in the form of mail. So that is our target that we wanted to achieve here in this video. So in order to do that, what we are going to do here in this video, we are just going to add some dynamic code here, in which we are going to send it as in a mail and also validate this form over here. So let's start with the coding. So I'm just moving here in my uh, code editor, and here I have written some code there in the form of comment entries. So for what I have done this, we will go through them while we will use some of them, like pragmat is set is dollar underscore post, and so why we have to use them here. So in order to do some PHP coding here, just before this method, so I just say I write here some PHP script after this. So in order to do that, here I start my PHP script, and here in this I'm just going to close this so that okay. So here I'm going to first write that then. So what is here in this? So first of all, after entering here the data, enter here, or he has not entered, in order to submit the data he has to click on this button. So what we have to do, first of all, we have to check whether this button is clicked or not. Okay, so for this I'm writing code, say if, here I'm using if, then I'm within this I'm using is set function, and within this is set function I'm calling the global variable of PHP, that is dollar underscore post, and this function is here, we can write it as why we use this is an associative of array variable or used to uh, pass to the current script via the HTTP post method, for example, or we can also, it is called as the it holds the received data from an HTTP form request, then the method of posting is equal to post. If we see, we have created a form over here, and here we have set the method that is equal to post. So when we submit the data using the method post, this variable is used to receive that data. So first we have to receive the data from button. The name of the button here is contact underscore submit. So what I'm doing, I'm copying this using Control C and pasting it here. I use this practice to just avoid spelling mistake, so that's why I prefer copy and paste. And here it is, and here I'm going to write the body for this. So what I have to do, I have to assign the value to the variable that I'm going to read it from the form. So for this, first of all, the value that I read from there is the name. So for this I'm creating a variable with name, and to this I'm assigning the value as, say, I'm reading this value using dollar underscore post, and this will read the value from a variable, say here is the variable, the name of input ID, here is the name, so I have to read the data from here. And I'm just in the next line I'm going to read email. So for this I'm creating another variable, that is email, that is equal to dollar underscore post, and here we use curly bracket, square brackets, and here we read the data from the variable, that is text field email. then put the semicolon. Then we have to read the data as message. So here I'm going to create another variable that is msg, simple msg, and this will again read data from the name id here, the text area that is having the id message. So use Control C, here I go, paste it and put the semicolon here. So what I have to do along with this, while reading this data into these variable, I want to omit the white spaces or blank spaces at the end of the field or at the beginning of the field. So for this I'm using another function here. If we see here, I have explained that is trim function, that is strip white spaces, or so that's why I'm going to use trim function. In the name I just wanted to avoid the blank spaces, or what we can say that white spaces at the beginning and end, and similarly with the email also. So for this I'm here using the trim function. So in order to use that, I'm writing here trim, then here we start with this trim, and here we go, close the trim. Same way here with this trim here, and here we start its bracket, and here we go, close. And message may contain the white spaces, so we need not to use it for the message, but in case of name and email I just wanted to trim the white spaces, so that's why I'm using email. Now what I have to do here in the next when we submit the data using, or most of the cases when we use exchange data using email on the web using form, we have to avoid some malicious attack on our data. So what we have to do, we have to use the concept of injection, header injection. So header injection is, we can say, the way of avoiding some malicious attack to your name and email, in which some hackers can use your email to send the emails to the subscriber of yours to any other person using your name and email that you doesn't know about it. So in order to avoid that, here I'm going to create a function, so that I'm writing this function before here. So for this I'm creating a function using function keyword, and here I write keyword, and here I write variable, say has underscore header underscore injection, and this function will take an argument as of string, and here I'm going to write the body for this, and this function will return us a value. For that I'm using return keyword, and here I'm using another function that is pragmatch. If we see here, the pragmatch function is used to match certain patterns. Okay, this function is used for matching certain patterns there. So maybe the attackers use some patterns, so we just wanted to match those. So for that I'm writing here certain match, and then we have to use square brackets, and in the square bracket here I'm going to write, for the enter key here I'm going to write \r\n, then here we go, close this, and to that I have to pass my second argument to this, that is variable str, then put the semicolon here. So this is where we have created a this function that is has header underscore injection. If somebody try to hack your name or email, then you wanted to stop your script to work from working. So for that I'm writing here some other code, like say here I write within this if say has underscore header injection. I'm calling this function, and to this I'm passing the variable as say name or email. Here I write has underscore header, and here I pass either on name or either on email. So here I write email. Then what we have to do here, we're going to write its body. So I'm going to call the function die. I'm going to call the function die. What the die will do, this is equivalent to exit. What it will do, it will exit from the program or close the program. It will do, it will exit from the program or close the program and stop the script here. So that's the so what somebody try to use header injection over there, or going to hack over there. So for that I just wanted to use name. So I just wanted to stop the script over here. That's why I've written this code here, like here. So this is done here. Now I have to check whether the user have entered the values to this or not has entered. So what I just wanted to flash him a message if he has not entered some value or left some of the field blank. So here I'm going to write another if. So here in this case, if not, I'm using the concept of if not name, email, not email, or not message. Okay, not MSG. Okay, so if user will left blank any of them three, if user left any of them as blank or not filled any value to this, so what has to happen to him? So here I'm just going to flash him message. So I'm writing here echo, and to that this is to be in the single quote, and here I'm going to use my h4 element, and to that I'm using class equal to say error. So error class I have already defined in the CSS file. So here I have to write the message all the fields are required. Okay, all the fields are required, and I just wanted to give the link back again to the contact.php file. So for that I'm going to close here h4 4 element, and here I'm going to create a link. For that I'm using anchor element, hyper reference is equal to say contact.php. To this I just want to call here, and here I'm going to use the class equal to say button block. And here I write go back. Okay, go back to contact.php, or you can write simply go back is sufficient, or you can explain go back and say try again. Okay, or you can write the message like this way. Here we're going to close the anchor element and at the end put the semicolon here to terminate it. So this is what we have written, a simple message in case user left any of the field blank, either the name, either the email, or either the message. And here I'm going to call the function that is exit. So exit and die do the same thing, nothing is difference over there. So this is what we have written the code up to this. So here what we have done, we have created the header injection, but we have checked for the button, that is contact submit button, is clicked or not clicked. If that is clicked, then we are going to getting the value from the form, that is field name, email, message, and storing them in these variables. And if somebody is trying to hack the information from here or using some malicious attack there, then we wanted to die the script that we have written. And here we have written that is, if some of the field is left blank, we just wanted to flash him a message that is all the fields are required, and we are giving him a link in the form of button to go back and try again. And here we are calling the exit function there. So that is there, we have to create. And after this, what we have to do, we have to write some of the methods here to send the email and using the email function. So that we are going to write in our next video, as this video is going to be long. So next video. So that's all for now. See